Remember the slide about the education system of Finland in the Middle Ages? We would like you to compare it with the following slide, which shows you how the Finnish education system looked like at the beginning of the 1970s. You will still identify, in fact, the same parallel forms of education as we had in the Middle Ages. When you look at the slide, you will identify there the grammar school system. That's an offspring of the middle-aged church school system of pedagogios, trivial schools and gymnasiums. In the 1970 beginning education system, the first 5 classes of the grammar school were to provide the middle managers for the society. If you continue to the 3 last phases of the grammar school, you had access to higher education. The purpose of that part of the grammar school was to provide the leaders to the society. And then, if you look at the right-hand side of the slide, you will notice that the basic education schools are still there. There's just a continuum of a couple of years of the civic school to the basic schools, so that everybody, in fact, were supposed to stay in education a bit longer. But still, the role of basic education, including the civic education, was to provide the workers to the society. We find a watershed in the 1970s and the 1980s. Prior to the 1980s, the purpose of the education system was to maintain the class society that was developed in the Middle Ages. In the 1970s, Finland implemented a comprehensive education system which abolished the parallel education system from the Middle Ages. The purpose of the comprehensive education system and the Finnish education system after that was no longer to preserve the class society, but to radically develop society into the Nordic welfare state where there would be equality in all levels.